Hello, I will continue working my game, and today I'm planning to work on audio, some sounds FKs and audio ambience that I was just missing for some time, so I will add a few sounds like for crafting and then when you are waking up at night, and I have also some bird sounds for just the ambience we are working, and also I would like to do the footsteps, some footstep for grass, but I need to check about this, how I could do this much better, like just checking for the terrain texture material in the terrain probably, or I will use just collision boxes to know where I am, so to knowing that I'm in the forest or not, but we will do later. I think the first thing that I will do is trying to add some sound when you are just finishing crafting. So for that, I probably will just switch the music today. What I have is, let me so this one, so stop the music, and when I was just planning to do is with Audacity. I was just planning to have this sound, which is just let me see if the sound is not enough. So we'll just cut down small part. I think I will have this small part only. So having this sound when you finish crafting, I think. And what about having more? Or just having this one? In that case, I would like to see how big is this one. It takes 3 seconds, maybe it's too much, but I could play before it's just finishing, so it could be fine, or I could just play this one when I am having like 50% of the crafting. Let me see. Probably I will use only the small part here. I think I will use only this small part. So let me just I will just cut down only a small part here. Okay, so this small part I will just put. And this one will be crafting some I think it needs to be here. This is just my project. Yeah, it is. So end crafting here. Yeah, it's fine. So this one should appear here, I think. Where's this? Okay. Let me find this one. Element. Sounds. I have here this one. Okay. Let's see how it works here. Okay. So that's the sound that we have ready, and now we need to add this sound when the crafting is finishing. So for that I will just check for crafting blueprint that I have. So interactive and then crafting, and we'll just add this one when it's finishing. So No, this here. So this is a process for the action manager, and then it's just internal craft end. So I would like to have here a sound. So this is play sound 2D, because we don't need this one at the same place that you are, so it's just fine. And then should be this end crafting on volume pitch settings, nothing here, so I think that's enough. Let's just go to this one. They have something for crafting here, and we'll see how it works. Okay, so let's just make something. So it works. Probably we would like to have this sound a bit earlier, so the time that we are just doing something like 80%, because otherwise it's just taking not sure about this, because it's a bit long. I mean, it is 1.5 seconds, which means not a lot, but it seems to me a bit longer after you have finished already. So in that case, probably I will just try to play when it's like 80%, things like that. But in this game, maybe it's a bit strange to have this sound in the middle of the process already. So let me check again. What I need is sounds fine. I think I will keep this one as it is, so it's fine for crafting, and I will have the same sound for crafting for all of them. Which is fine. In the future maybe I could just change the sound depending on which item you are crafting, so for now I will use the same one all the time. So let's say again. I think it's fine. I will keep like this. If I don't like the feature, I will just try to use this one around 80% or things like that. So let's just remove this one. So we don't need this already. No changes. And then another sound that I would like to have is just footsteps, and also probably let me see, I have this sound also for some bells. So I have this one, small bells, but I have also this one, which is bigger, I think. And I think I will use this one here, for example. Let me try to set it closer. Just having this one as probably combining with another one to have two of them at the time that you are just waking up. So first thing I will do is just saving this small part as, okay, export, and this will be wake up. Okay, and then we will have this one when you are waking up. So internal and internal sleep end. So here we will have exactly the same play sound 2D, and then oops, yeah, I need to export this one. So this is my sound. What is this? here this is wake up. Let me see. Probably I will combine with another one, having both of them. This is the sound. So what I need right now is just a bed here. So interactive bed here. Okay, this is fine. And then okay, why is it not playing? Oh, because I didn't select here the one that needs to be. Try again. I think because I was just muting the sound during the time you are sleeping, so after that I think that it's not only the camera but also the sound, so probably the sound is not ready until let me check again, but I think that that's the problem. Yes, so I will just add here. Could I just add a few? Is this an event? It's not. So I would like to have some little space before this one, but also I would like to have this one combining with another one. So let me try to combine this one. So I will add to the project, import audio, and this will be, let me see, where's my project? My audio. Okay, this is the one that we have. Let me see. This wake up. So it will be both of them at the same time. Let me see closer. So let's play only this small part. What is happening with both of them combined? Yes, but this one should be a bit later. I need to add maybe a little space before it's just playing. But anyway, the thing is here coming after this sound, because here I have this soft fade audio, so that's the reason that you have this sound leaving. So this is for 1 second, so this one should be playing after a second to not be affected for this fade audio, and probably then it will be too late. So I mean, it needs to be at the same time that you are finishing this action and not just 1 second later, I think. So that's the thing for because I would like to fade the audio for this one. So probably because this is all the audio, and I think I can manage myself the audio because I have this audio manager, so I can just manage the main track audio, and I could just fade out all my sound that I have already in the game, and then just keep this one working as expected. So this one is the audio manager, should be just fade out and in for the sound, and I can just remove this one just to be as test. I will keep the sounds there. Sleep Star should be probably having the same here. Exactly. So let's just this one, just to test what is happening, if it's going on the right time. So let's see this one. Sounds more or less well. And I have a question here, like I didn't need this one anymore. Yeah, I liked having this sound before even the fade on the screen is working. Sorry. So I think that I will just keep this one, as I say, keep the sound, and I will fade out and fade in the sound, the main volume for the things that are being played. So that's one of the things. Update attenuation settings event, because I have already, for example, when you are going inside of the houses, and then it's just lower down the volume for the sound that is being played. That this is audio ambience, and also I have the audio for the river. So in case you are entering a building, should be also again. So if in case that I have a river, I will have this only building, which is just also adjusting the volume for the audio. So in case that I'm using this one, I can do just a couple of events for fade out event. Oh, sorry. Custom event, and now we will put here the name for this one. So I will create this fade out event, which needs to be doing is just this audio ambience, and just I will do like a mute for testing, not even, but I can use, for example, a timeline, just moving this one. So in case that this is wrong, I will just put the sound, the audio volume to 0, which is fine. And also if I have a river, which is this one, I will do exactly the same here. So I will just manage in case this is the audio, the river should be also have this fade out that I will do later. So this is the river, and this is the audio manager. This is my variable here. Sound sublime, which is probably environment. Yes, so I will add here a new, this is entirely building, so I will add here a new custom event having exactly the same, this fade out event, that I will just do just a mute, the same as this one. I will use later, if it's working, I will use timeline here to have a real fade out. So this is the audio displaying, and then this is the volume level will be 0, and this is 1. And then if we have this one already, we can use from this audio manager. So now we can do this fade out. Fade out. No. Well, I could use this one, but I prefer to have this one as call function here. Oops. Okay, so this one will do this fade out when do something. So I will have this one when starting. I will just avoid this one, which is fine, and then I will use this get audio manager, and then I will do this fade out event just after this is starting. If it is working, I will do also this fade in again, and this is just fade out and in the sound that I'm playing for ambience, and so not the master volume for all the game. So let's see this one. So seems working, and the thing is, during the process it's just going to be 0, but then it's just moving again to 1, the reason is that I don't know, this one is not and this one is not. This is a sound should be since playing in the middle of the sound array during the iteration that I'm doing, since that is playing again, and should keep just no volume. So why this sound is starting again? If I just switch off the sound, and I would like to know why. Because probably this one is being executed on some fake or things like that. Settings to apply, adjust attenuation. Yes, I want to adjust the volume. So this one, if inside building, it will be this one, but if I'm I know I think that maybe I need another select for this one. Let me see if I just want to check if this one is being called during the process that I'm doing. So this is fine, resume, and this is fine, and then exactly that this one is being called by stop. This one is being called during the time that I'm doing this process. I really don't know why, probably because maybe this is finishing or something like that. Yeah, because this one probably is coming from this update in the sound. So okay, so this one is coming here. So what I need is having this is for some attenuation. So having here a new variable like inside building up, for example, some things like is sleeping, well, and something is fade out. In that case, I should have here this variable, yes, here, and then set, which is just true. Or I could use something like is mute. And I have this one for 1, but I could use also this another one for is mute here, and then this one. If it's mute, it will be 0, and if not, it's just 1. So now it should be just keeping mute all the time, and also when it's finishing the action, which is fine. I'm just trying to take the first step. So this is just going to some, I don't know why this process is going again and again. Update attenuation settings for, let me see if this is changing something. Internal sleep iteration, which is darkness, which is not. There's nothing about sound, it's only about the hood and just this text. So I don't know why this one is being called all the time, and that's the reason that I'm just losing my configuration. So this one is being called, probably is because I'm trying to take the current play position. So this is coming here from play ambient sound, and then this is why it's updating the attenuation all the time for this audio ambience, play audio ambience. That this is every time that you are playing, you are just moving this position and then just calling to keep updated the position that you are playing. so this one is known already. So I think that the thing is a bit different. So if I'm just if mute should be nothing to do, so this is branch, and this will be if false only, otherwise it's just ignoring. So in that case should be just not updating. Let me check. Okay, so that's the way that we are just managing this fade out, and I will add later also here exactly the same for fade in. So this is custom event, and then fade in event, and I will do exactly the same but opposite way. So and I think in that case will be exactly the same, and then I will use here kind of select for this volume. So this will be select, and this will be mute. If it is, will be 0, otherwise will be 1, and then we can use this the same code for all of them. In case that this one I will use probably fade in out or something like that. And I could even use here the same fade in out, and then use parameter saying it's just fade in, which should be the opposite to mute. So probably I will use fade out. So in this case this is true. I can use this one here for all of them. I can remove this one, and I don't need this event, just to make something simple. And here I would like to do exactly the same. So this one should be event for fade in and out, and then just taking this out as default parameter, so which is not, and this one is just taking another select according to this one. If it's true, this 0, it is false, it is 1, and I would like to see if this one is also being updated, probably during update sound position. This is fine, and then is it updating also the volume, which is not, after sound position, which is fine. Okay, so this is not being updated anymore, so that's the one having well here. Okay, so this is my audio fade in and out, and I will use the same parameter here for the reverse. So this is the out here, so I will use this one. This is the mute value. So this should be works for both of them, and what I need to do now is, okay, for starting this is out, is not, and for ending, which is just ending here, I would like to have this get audio manager, and then just having again this fade in out, and then this is out this time, which is just fine here. But the sound being here applied is not being affected for this one, and also this one right now is just on and off, but it will be having a real fade out, so it will be helping with this sound. Some reason is again this is working. It's not working well. Why is this jumping all the time? This action manager, which is just audio manager, and there is nothing to do here. If this is false, this is on here, and I didn't change anything about this, so I don't know why this one is being affected by my code. That is a new one. What is now broken for some reason? I didn't change anything about this. Its mute should be false by default, which is true, and then here will be in and out only when this one is being called, and I'm not calling from any place because I was just creating right now. So this is the only place. Yeah, exactly, that's the only place that I'm using, and I'm not even using jet. So the music a bit louder. Now it's fine. So this one should be being called only here, and then the one that was working before, I didn't change anything, so this one should work, but it's not. Let me just switch again the music and then switch off this one. So the thing is, my sound is being cut down all the time for some reason. So I would like to know why is this happening, because I have changed all of this one, which is not being called at all, I think. So just to be sure, this one is not being called. This is my audio manager. No, this one. That's the one that needs to be cut down. This is fine. It's not being killed. Here and here. So let's play. So the problem seems to be, because this function is not being called at all, seems to be here for some reason. This one, I don't know. Let me check. No, for some reason that this one is broken. I really don't know what is happening. There's nothing about my code. I think I will restart the editor just in case. Seems a bit strange because there's nothing here to be called, and why the volume is being changed to be, this one is just kind of jumping between them. Just volume. Okay, this is one. Probably that's the one that I was just missing, or it's broken because I have changed it. Okay, so this is the one. So after that we don't have any sound. Okay, so first thing first, This is mute. Is this one? If not, it's this one. Probably exactly the opposite one. No. Okay. So the first thing that I'm doing is the first one is okay. I think this one is in or is mute. This one. Hello, Lanfido. You mean the ADI? This one? Or this is Unreal Engine? Are they just blueprints? Or are you talking about this one? This is Audacity. This is a program for the audio. Or what's that? Which IDE? Because I'm not even opening the code or something. Not sure about this. This one, you mean? Yeah, I'm doing game development, and this is Unreal Engine, which is just for. I don't have any integrate. Yeah, I know what is IDI, but I mean I'm doing game development, and this is Unreal Engine, which is game engine for for doing a game. So yeah, so there's no ADI because I'm not doing code right now. But if the question is which one I'm using Visual Studio 2015 at the moment. But this one is just blueprints, so it's kind of nodes, and those nodes can be C++ code. I have a few of them custom, and the rest of them are just coming from the engines that I can use. So this is kind of just scripting nodes, and yeah. So yeah, Unreal Engine at the moment is this one. If you have been checking maybe other videos, you could see that it's just Visual Studio for the C++ code. One more. So this is the mute sound in case this is mute. Okay, so this one is what I'm doing the opposite way. So this end, this is mute, and this is mute. This is not. Yes, this is muting when I'm starting, and this is not. Okay, so now it works. Let's try again. So yeah, that's working. The only thing that I need to do here is just instead of just using this one, which is the sound, I should use some fade volume for that. So this is one thing that I will move to just timeline. This one is for, I think, just move this one here, and then this one will be done according to fade out, and this is also so in case this is valid going here, and this is also going here for not valid anyway. And I will create here a new just timeline for timeline, create timeline. Where's my timeline? Is it just I should be able to create here a timeline because it's just events, so I don't know what's not here. My timeline, set timeline. or probably because this one is just I think that I have already here a volume fade in. Yes, I have this one, so I can just adjust this one, fade in or fade out depending of this one. So it's mute. I will use this one as branch. Yes. If it's false, will be this is in, and this one will be fade out. Because I was just planning to do myself, but I don't need to do this one. It's just already done. So this volume, level, start time for 1 second, and this will be also 1 second. And fade out will be 0, and fade volume start time at 0, which is fine. So let's check now if this one is just having this fade in and out for Lamfiro. If you have any question or you would like to see any part of the project, just let me know. If you are maybe more interested on code or any other part. Okay, so don't worry about asking, or if you are interested in any part. So let's just create again here, and then let's check for this fade in and out. That should be with the ambient sounds. This is not working well, I'm honest. So there's something wrong, maybe. Oh, that's great. So as you can see, there are a few game engines, just proving that is for people doing games. So one thing is, maybe the most popular is Unity, that you can see maybe other people using this one, and this is Unreal Engine. That is the another one, and you can see also people doing like manually, not using Real Engine, and they are doing their own engine, or just having a few development or making games for web. In that case, they use, for example, JavaScript, and not really a big engine like that. So yeah, maybe you can find, as I say, you are more interested maybe on code or just for the 3D or things like that, you can find maybe any part. I was doing everything that you see in my game, so I mean all the modeling, lighting, and the code and blueprints, and you can see also the sound, lighting, user interface, everything. So if you are interested in some part or you have any question, just let me know. If not, just chill out and enjoy the streaming. So let's see what's happening here. So for some reason this sound is going something strange. So first time that I'm coming here, this mute should be, I think doesn't just messing around. This one should be the opposite one, and that's why I'm not taking the expected behavior. So let's check again. Yeah, now it's fine, that's working. Probably I will use something longer for that. Not sure. Fade out and just try again. Seems to me that when this one finishing is, I don't know, it's fine. This is also fine. I think I will put something longer when it's fading for 2 seconds. Let me see if it's just not starting too strong. Anyways, just kind of jumping for one. I know what the problem is. So the thing is here, that is this is checking, so in case mute, otherwise it's just jumping to have one. So I think that I will have here fade in, and then I will do 1 second probably delay for 1 second, and after that I will start this one. That's what I need. So mute should be this one, so I will do that. Reroute node. That's not a reroute node. I was just checking why. Okay, so we'll use this one, and I will remove this one because I will assign a bit later, so I can manage control when I'm just activating, deactivating this thing. So here we will have this set is mute to be the same as this one. So in case that this is true, this is true, will be true, and then it will be false, but after a second, so it gives me a few time before it's just changing the value from normal code. So here we have, and let's check this small change. This one is fine, and this is not happening anymore, so 0.5 probably. Oops, was my fault. Needs to be false here. Yes. This is fine, and this one is not being updated already, so fade in. This is for 1 second, and after 1 second it will be mute. This is not, and probably I will have this. This is false. So if this is false, will be go here and then change again for 1. So why not after my fade in, if this is going well. Yeah, the problem is this start time when I'm starting from 0 probably, or what the problem is. So I would like to have the current position that is paying here. So this random target duration. Well, it's fine if it's just starting from 0. What the problem is not. But now we don't have any sound after that. That should have. So for some reason this delay and then this mute is just not working. This is coming here. This is false. What is happening if I'm doing this fading before? Just try this one. That's fine. Is it working or expected to be? Yeah, this is going to be one of them. So what if I'm adding here a few delay? Will it be later being working or not? Okay, so that's working after seconds, working fine. So since this delay is fine, so I would like just to have this fade in volume increasing during the time of those tracing for, let's try something longer, like 3 seconds, just to be sure that this is working from my side. Okay, so yeah, this is working, this delay is working, so I would like just to have this fade in during the time that is this delay, so I don't know why this one is not working as expected. Let's say 3 seconds here, and then I don't need this, over here. Let me just delete this one, and after that just finish. So I don't know why it is just working fine doing. That's this one. And after a couple of seconds nothing happens, so the problem could be this is all about this fade in node. Well, if I'm connected, of course. This is maybe a problem with this node that is not continuing with after that. This is not happening, but in that case it's working, or it's supposed to be working, of course. So this is just the problem that maybe this one is fade volume level. This is start time, this duration, this is fine. So the thing is, this one is mute after some time. I want to know if this one is being deactivated or not. Why this one is not working? And then this is working after 3 seconds, so it seems that this node is not working. Just it was as expected. So this is audio ambience, and this is fade into the. This is fine. So I think it's just delaying. This is waiting for this one, and then this is not happening. So that's the thing for why this one is not working. This is fine and seems to be working even after that. So I can just, let's say, yeah, I need to have this one before to avoid that this updating, auto-updating is just changing my volume. So it's like deactivating auto-update and then use mine to fade out. And in that case I would like to have the same, it's like fading until, so this one is still unlocked. And the thing that I want to have is this one. For some reason this fading is not working, so should be this is the volume, this is maybe start time. I will try something like something in the middle to see if it just start in the middle of someone. And after that everything is working as expected, so the sound is fine, but the only thing is here this delay not working. I don't know why, and then it's waiting for a few seconds, and then this one is mute. That's what I would like to have. But this fading node is not working, maybe, I don't know. Yeah. And after these 3 seconds nothing happens, so seems to me that this one is not being called anymore after this fade in node. So let's see, just in case it is just being called or not. Okay, that's being called here. So I actually don't know what the problem is with this. This fade in is not being called. Fade in, fade volume level, in which to fade. Yeah. So this is one, and then this is the time depth text. Okay, so this one should be working, but it's not for some reason. I will just leave as this, and then I will do something like that, and I will take maybe another sound. I will keep working because I don't know why this one. I will check also for foreign, so maybe there's some issue with there. And this is not working anymore. But this is just going here. This is delay, and then this is just working. I really don't know. Okay, I will leave this, and I will try another one. Let me check which one I would like to finish. This one, that one. Okay, I would like to have also those sounds. This one, but probably a little space between them. So let me check this. So I will save this one as a new one. It will be wake up 2. Yes, and then I will create a new one. I take this, and I will import here both of them. So this one, and then I will also import this second sound, and we'll see how it's going now together both. Not very well. So the thing is, I should remove this one. Yes, but not so big. So probably something like that. Sounds better. So I do wake up, combine. Oops. Wait. What is the format? Combine. And it says yes. Yes. And I will use this one. Привет, Alex. Бison. Ya no видел, кого написал. Let's combine here. And then... Ну, спросите на английском или русском, как хотели. Хорошо. Combine. Wake up, combine. Try again. Sounds fine. I will just try again. I will keep this one, it's fine for me. So let's leave sound appeals. This one I have here is just this sound. I will just cut a few of them and then we'll use for this. So this one, and this is one here. Footstep, grass, one. This is the last one. I think I will use 4 is enough, just to have something different, like a late more. So this is 4, and then I will have here a folder, steps. I will see probably this grass. Okay, that's it. Okay, I will add now this sound for footsteps, plus sound per material here. Good footsteps, and I will create also grass. Sound base. And I will assign both sounds to this sound base. So wait, yeah, it needs to be Rawi, and then this will be set. The main idea is having a bunch of sounds, and after that I can just, using a random, I could use any of them to have some variation and not all the same sound for every step that is giving. So this is one. I will ask grass 1, grass 2, 3, and 4. So we have different sounds for the grass, and then I can choose any of them when it's just walking. So for that I have here, the thing is making kind of dry cast, and I would like to have here, for example, this is one of the material good indoor, but I would like to have also another one for physical surface, because it's just taking this good indoor physical surface. And I think I need to create a new one for the grass in the terrain, but the thing is kinda just manage this one. I'm not sure about the material, if I can assign for the terrain also. So this one, this material, and then I have terrain, which is the I don't remember where is this. This one. So this is my material. I'm not sure if I can assign here physical material for this one. So this is just managing all the layers here, and I don't remember where I have this one. This is material for different things. For example, this is just mud, and this is grass, and this is another kind of grass. So for this one, I would like to have this one, which is layer grass, and this layer grass is why I cannot here. Okay, the layers here, and then in that case, this second one, which is grass, and I think I would like to have here material for physical material for this one, but I'm not sure about this. If I can have this one, probably not. So how should I manage this one? Or this is just maybe managing this line trace by channel. Visibility on the surface tip, and what more I can have here. Facing this location component trace start. That's the physical material that I have. But I would like to take this get surface type. This is the only one probably. This material, and then no, what I'm doing here, no. I will let take the material for this one because I'm using this raycast for my terrain, and I would like to see which is the material in the terrain. So use interface collision probably, but this is not the one. Or probably from this one I have a few information like no, I was just checking which option I have for the item facing this star components and things like that, which is not what I need. And in case I'm using, for example, here the not by channel but line trace by for objects, in that case probably I know I have exactly the same. So okay, at the moment I don't know how to solve this one, so I will use just, for example, collision box, and I will just test this one with collision box. So in case that I'm using here collision box, let me just play some music. Volumes, box collision, what is this trigger? Yeah, box trigger. So I will just for testing, I will do like that. And then this static, and then we have 200 and also 200. Just 200 to have the player there. So in that case, nav area, obstacle, nothing. This is not well. This is a collision component. And this is a physics material that I would like to override to have this one in place that I have forest. So for that I need to create a new one. So this project setting, and then I will create new physical material that I have. And then this is physics. I think this is the one here. Physical surface, so I will create a new one here, which is just grass. Yes, which is just grass, and then this is fine. And then I should have here also a new switch on physical surface, but why not? Let me check again. So this is surface type that I was already adding here. There is nothing more that I need to do, I think. I don't remember. Physics. Okay, the surface type, and this is a physical material, which is just the only thing that I need, I think. Or do I need to create? There's not like this. This is just physics, and I have this physical material. Constant simulate, nothing, this is nothing, and this is just a physical surface that I have. So I have this second one here, and I should have in that case the option to add, for example, here the physical material, which is only this one. Okay, let me check. Okay, this is the material, so I will just okay. This is the physical property. Okay, I understand. So this is a new physical material, and then it will be grass. This is okay, and this will be grass. And in that case, what I need to use is this surface type here. So now I should have also this option here, but this is not. Sweet. Okay, so I have already here. Just I need to recreate. It's fine. And this is would be here, and just check, we will have print here. And then this one will have, as we said, grass. So when the player is playing there, just walking, so have this for some reason, probably because they don't have even collision, probably, yeah. This should be all, probably. So So let me check if this one should be no. Instead of collision box I will use, in that case, for example, like just geometry with this type. That's for testing. So let's do like that, and then I will do just much smaller, 0.5. This is fine, and this one we have this good material and then this physical material being to grass. So when I'm just working on it, should be detecting that this is grass, which is not. So this is physical material, right? Maybe this is the thing that needs to be overlay, physics, and try game. Well, first of all, let's move a bit on the top to avoid this one all the time fighting. Okay, so this is the one for but it's not coming from this one for some reason. So let me just check here. Okay, this is coming. So what is mine? Current value is default. Okay, and then it's doing again. That's default for some reason. Physical surface is default. Okay, so now I'm just already here working, and it should be, let's again try this one. Now this is coming to again default for some reason, and also it should be only when I'm working. I don't know why this is just being called all the time, when this one should be only being during the time that it's just being called this play footstep. Let me check again, because it's about the animation that I'm having. So in the animation of the player should be characters, and then this main one, and then this is the blueprint animation. And this one is just fighting this one when I'm not fighting step play footsteps event. So in case that I try to do something really slow, this one is being called. Not now, until this is step. So this one, since working, being called only when I'm just working. But what about if I'm not moving? Which is fine. Exactly, this one is not being called if you are not moving, because it's just only being called when you are in every step. So now, and this is another one, it's just using a curve to know when this step is being done, and then just plays out something. So as you can see, this is working well, and just is being called when this step is happening and nothing here. So in that case, there is not being called this one, and then should be not calling this one, because there is nothing to do and there is no reason to be here for, I really don't know why this one is being called if the animation is fine. I mean, this is the blueprint animation and it's working fine with this event that is not being called every time. This one it is, and then this is fine, but not this one. So let's see from this one if mail one preview instance, what is happening now. This is default. Okay. Okay, so what I need now is this one being first person character, and now we are fine. And then it's just playing this footstep event. So this one is working fine as expected. So only in case that I'm just moving when I do steps. Let's just adding here a new print message to be sure this being called only print string step, and then we will play this one. This is for some reason being called, this is all the time being called, I don't know why. Ah yeah, because there are others also working with this one, which is fine. I understand. Okay. So this is working fine. The only thing is I have a few NPCs that are also working and they are using this one. So that's the reason that you have those animations being played all the time. Yes. So this one is working well. And what we need to do is having here this grass only. Or I will have this audio manager. This one should be playing this one, but this is not. Surface selection from actor location to 200, and probably the problem is already there, so let's try something like a bit on top, and the display location adding 90 for example, and use this one as start, and then this is location for the sound, which is fine. Let's try again. This is not working, but why? This one should have this location. Let's try to debug something, for example just keeping this tracing color for tracing, and then it's just like 5 seconds. So we'll see what is happening with this raycast. That should be working fine, but anyway, it's just exactly. So I have only this raycast when I'm just working, as you can see, every step and not every second. So this is fine. This is working fine, but at the time that it's doing this raycast, it's not maybe not finding this this element that this is one having here. I think it's having collision. Yes, it is. Yes, it has collision. And then I was just defining this is the collision and physics, and I don't know, I don't need physics. I think the only thing is here the grass, so this overlaps, and collision preset should be block all. I think by default is block all, but I don't know why. So this is the one working here, and this is just colliding with this one, but since that not managing the, let's just print string the one with the, I would like to have only just the name of this element, hit actor, and then get display name, and I will put here just to be sure that it's just detecting this one during the raycast, and to be the problem is about the physical surface, or the problem is about the raycast are not finding the object. So this one, landscape template floor, template, which is fine because it's my step. The rest of them are just for NPCs, but for mine it's just detecting this one, template floor, so it's fine. So it works. And physical material here, and then I will get display name also. I will just try to put here the surface that is taken from this object to see what is happening. So for terrain is default, which is fine, and for me this is since also default for my object, which is wrong. So this object which is having display name is fine, but physical material override this one, and physical material the surface type. Okay. Probably I forgot about this. Probably. Just let me check. Materials and textures grass. And this is surface type grass. So I don't understand what the problem is. Why this one is not being detected as. Let's try this one just as testing. It's not working. Okay, let's try something different. So this one is grass, and then this one will be wood indoor, just to see if this one is working. And this is not working already. So since I don't know, this object should be working. I don't know what the problem is. Step out, yes. Block all. This is fine. Let me see what's happening here. All static. Let me just for testing checking this one. I don't think that I need even simulate physics or something, but anyway, just for testing something fast. Okay, so I don't know what's happening here. My raycast is working, everything is working, but this type is not. I don't need this one. I understand there are some. Exactly, yeah. Because we're just doing stupid things. I understand. Multi-body overlap. I don't need. I don't need also this one. This is just much simple. I don't know what the problem is. Probably I need to restart this the editor, I think. I will just restart the editor. It's something strange that is not working, and it should be I have a material. No, for this one. Let me just restart this one. Wait a second. Also my RAM is going too far from this. Yeah. Hard drive, RAM. Jesus. Okay, so we can start right now. Again. Long, really. 1 megabyte second. Okay, finally, here we are. So let's try again. Just by default, how it works as it should be for some reason. If the computer is finishing doing all those things, of course. Okay, here finally we are. So let's just by default try this one. It's default, and this also default. So for some reason this one is being completely ignored. Okay. So this is null only if, of course, if there is the branch, and then should be okay here only if it is, if not just ignore. Okay. So my object means not having what is supposed to be having. Let's move it down. Let's just add a few, I don't know, another something like probably messes for this one, and then I will just try to assign something different. So let's say for example furniture and just table or bench. Let's just add a bench, and then we will try to change this one to something different, like this grass for example. We'll see what is happening when I'm working on it, if it's just taking care about this material or not. So in case I'm just working here and say wood indoor, because this is the one that I was assigning on my so this one is just having here, this is a wood indoor. So this one seems to be mainly being ignored. So yeah, that's the thing. If I'm using, what is this? This is a material, physical material here, material properties, and then this is a parent. Here, and then this is the physical material that I'm using for this texture. So that's the one that I'm using. So in that case, it's not even being. Let's do something like that, and then why is everything so slow? Okay, so now it should have no material at all, which is fine. So this no material, default material is fine because I don't have this one. But if I'm using this one and try to use this override for simple collision on this body, but is it not working? It's just not working, this override. So that's the problem for my this one and that one also. This is just not taking care about this. If I do it the same here in the material, probably it will be working. Okay, so let's play. Is this texture is just finishing to be here? Okay, and in that case, of course, it works, and it's giving me this grass different physical material. So the problem is that this overriding from the editor is just not working. That's the only thing. So that's why I was just wasting my time trying to change things when the problem is this overriding is not working. Maybe I'm missing some option there, I don't know. So let me close this one. So the thing here is this physical override material is just being ignored, that's all. So what I'm just using here is nothing. So probably maybe because I need some kind of things like that. But blocking all, character setup, this is overlay events. So yeah, it should be using a new one that I was defining, but seems to me that it's just being ignored. Exactly, it's just I'm having just the default value for this wood and not having this grass. So this overlay is not working. I cannot, since that I cannot override this one. physical material overriding is not working for some reason, or probably should I create something like this one, like I don't know, build geometry, things like that. I really don't know what is happening here. It's fine just defining a different material. For example, this one, as I say, for this wood, for example, here I have this one, and then I just playing, it should be detecting this one because it's the material from the, as you can see, this is one for, this is working because it's just in the material, the one that I'm using. If I'm trying to use this overriding, this one is being ignored. So everything works if you put there in the material. Okay, so in case that we are just fighting against this one, I would like to have this material for the terrain. So yeah, I'm afraid that this one is a physical material for all the terrain, so it's not taking care about which surface are you using, and I'm not sure if I could just override this one for, let's say, for example, this layer. If I could, seems to me that's not, this would be really easy, just having different. I understand also about the being a percentage for this one. They are missing this one, for example, mixing this with that, and then in that case you don't know which one is being on the top or not, and then it's something like 25% for this one, and then that one, things like that. So yeah, having these things is not possible to have. So I will just use this one for when the others are finishing. This is physical material for grass. I could maybe probably have this one for all the terrain, and then using this specific wave to change something. So let's see what's happening when I do grass. Here walking. So this default, this is giving me default because the terrain is not giving me the one from the material that this should be. Okay, so what is this? This is a trigger box, so there's nothing happening. So delete this one. The get display name will be here. To say about the terrain, it's just having this one or not, and this physical material is not being there. And then this is the item. Since that is not working already with the terrain, so probably I will need to have something different. This is template floor, this is fine. But this landscape material all the time. And also this landscape material is not giving me this information that I should have here from the grass physical material. So in that case, also working here, there is nothing about this. Exactly nothing. So yeah, that's default for all of them. Only if I'm using some here, this is fine. Or probably maybe I need to define this in the terrain. Landscape, sorry, landscape. Could I just default this physical material, but I probably think that will be exactly the same, being ignored completely, because it was not working on staticness, and probably here is also not working. So yeah, it's not working at all. Yeah. So I really don't know how to manage for this. So this one will be default. So probably I need to create a new box with this material by default and then use this one, but in that case it's just blocking. If I'm using this collision for having the material, it's not working at all. So yeah, at the moment I will delete everything like that because it's just missing stupid things. Just to be sure that this is working well, and nothing's happening. So yeah, for testing I will check this one. I will just do for testing this one. So I will use here 3-4 grass footstep. Just test my sounds that I have already. So let me also do the music here. Stop the music and just sound for this one. So let's play and see what is happening when I walk in here. So my sounds are working if of course the material is working, which is not. Yeah. Okay. So the thing that I'm just testing is the sound, and the sound is working. And I don't need to have this one. No. Okay. I was just testing for the dry cast. So let's move. I will check later about this problem back here. I don't know exactly what the problem is. So next one that I would like to have is a few sounds. This one is on, this one is done. I would like to have also a few sounds for ambient sounds. I will use this one. So this is just some sounds for ambient sounds. Probably I need to change the volume. Let's try a new one. This is really too low. No, and then let's try another one. This one sounds louder, which is fine. So I will use this one for another ambient sound. So I have ready, I think this one, nature ambient, this one. And I will set this one that we are listening here like stop, and then I need to convert to something like that. So this is birds, or wait, I will just start like this one, which is fine, but I will use this already for, I will change here the name. So this one will be birds 2. And just comparing the sound of them. And then this one is also fine. So now what I need to do is having 2 different sounds. This is something that should be here, ambient sounds. So in that case I will add also here a new one, which is birds 2. And in that case this one should be taken between them, and then choosing which one should be being taken from this one, and then it's just continuing. Let's just check that this one is just taking one by default or not. So this is one of them. And then slowly sticking, and this one is another one. So we're just checking when this is just playing, detecting when audio finishes. So I have this event that I was pinning here. On audio finished, it will take again a new audio ambient sound. In that case I was using also the same time the only one that I have, but in that case I have, for example, 2 of them. This one should be the way to be. So display ambient sound event, I think it's just taking one randomly from this list, and then it's just starting from I think should be start time. It was random value also, not to starting always from the same point, but the thing is it should be from start, but not about not first time when you play the game, for example, things like that. So in that case it will be a random number, random value from this one, and that case is okay. So random value for the first time, probably. Select float. So we will have random here, or starting from 0, depending on if this is the first time playing or not, when, for example, you start the game, things like that. So let's say first time playing, and I will use this one here, and I will just modify this one saying this is not the first time, so change here, set, and then this is not, but by default I will have this one as it is. So this is the first time, will be yes. After that, every time it will start from start position 0, So let's check. If this is first time, we'll start random, otherwise we'll start from 0. That's the one that we need. So now we start from any position and then play again. Yeah. So this is starting from any random place. This is probably, what was the problem? No message, okay. So this is fine. This is just starting from random position. And I would like to have now testing is if when this is finishing. So the thing that I'm doing now is, let's say this random float will be just something like 99 to be almost finished. This is the random time for just starting and then finishing. Since that is not what I was just planning to have, so let me just play this one. Okay. So this one should, first time playing will be A, which is fine. This is just starting from 0, which is wrong. Just seems to me starting from 0. That's the reason that it's not arriving to this point. That I would like to have this one. And this one is not coming. So this random float will be a number, and then this is the direction of the let's get out here to see what is happening when the game starts. Okay, this is coming here, and that's the position that's current value is 60, and this one should be, yeah, I need this one to know which one. So probably is comparing with the sound here is how long it is, 60, 79, and this value is 60, so you have less than 1 second to play, which is fine. Okay, so the problem is that we're so close to the end, so things like probably 0.9, I will have a few seconds playing still. Okay, ignore this one. Okay, so it's coming here exactly, and I will just add a few things like change audio just to be sure. Okay, so let's change the audio with a few just seconds something by. I can just adjust this one here, just removing for example the latest sound with this this small part. I could just cut down even this small part, and I could also probably cut down this, so I will just cut this a bit to have less silence this time after that. Okay, and now I will save as yes, and then I need to re-import this one. Okay, okay, so yeah, it works. And yeah, it works. So this change in the audio is working, just starting from some different random location when it starts, just to be sure that it's not starting from all the time the same place. So when you start, let's say, playing the game, you have any random location starting the sound, and after that when you finish this sound and then start the new one, will start from zero, and it will be just playing from zero all the time. Only the first time is just starting from any other location, from a random location. Okay, so probably I will try a new one more with sounds for a living. Where is my here? Let me try this. Maybe this one is too much. I could use this one for the forest, for example. So I could just change the forest. Probably. I don't want this. Let me see this one. This is fine. Okay, so I will use this one as the third one already. Let me check if there is something here that we can cut with. No, it's fine. And this one seems fine. Okay, so let's say this one here and then import to this. and we just need to add here to this red that we have ambient sound, so adding a new one and everything should be working as it was the last one, but we have more variation about the sounds, not having the same sound all the time. So let's try to see. This is the third one that is playing, so it's fine. This is the second one, I think. This is the first one. Yeah, so it seems working fine. Having 3 different sounds for ambient sounds. Okay, we have a problem here with this guy. Well, and again, this one is giving me problems all the time. I don't know why. Now this one should be okay, using the collision. Okay, so now it's fine. Let's check this one. Okay, and then I would like to check also the bed sound. I think here. Okay. What I would like to have also is a few different sounds, for example during night, and also sounds, as I said, for example for the forest, which will be different. So it will be also ambient sound, but with different. I have ready some of them. Let me just try the last one as ambient sound. What's something here loading? What is happening? Let's try opening again. Yeah, was crashing. Audacity is fine. I don't like much how it looks like. Let me see if I'm just missing some process, probably pending process for some reason from Audacity. No, seems fine. Let's try again. I don't know, probably maybe it's this file. I will try another one. Okay, so this is a file there that is just messing. I understand. Okay, this one seems fine. This is the one that I would like to use. I will close this one. The problem is this is really low, the sound. You can almost not hear it. So there is something here like a effect. Okay, I will do later for this one. I would like to use maybe something for this is the one, this is the one, this is the one. I have a few sounds like that I would like to use maybe for some actions. So let me try again. Let me see about the river altogether. Seems fine. What I want to have is a different sound for the grass, but I didn't find a way to use this one. Just for testing, I would like to have maybe block collision or something like that, telling me that I'm walking over the grass. But I'm not sure about this, and probably I cannot change this one to have different collision, so I will just try in my vegetation. What is my mess? Mrs. Environment grass, and this is my material. I will try to have this one, this different physical material, but I'm not sure if it's taking this one because my grass has no collision, so it's just kind of testing to be what is happening here now? Okay, so let's just try this one. So let's say we are trying to walk on this way. If my grass has this physical material and I have this audio manager managing here, the collision should be this grass here in case of this, but the problem probably is what, but this is visibility channel, so it's not all my So I would like to have here, in case that this is RAS or print, this is the value that is taking, to see if my grass is being detected or not, but I don't think so. Not having even collision is not possible to have this one. Okay, so this is not. And maybe in this foliage type I could just redefine, there's no collision of course, and just use as occluder probably fits material. Right, I will try this one to have some sounds there instead of just having a message, if it is working of course. Choose. Now it's a right cast. Let's try again. That is probably the thing is there is no collision, so that's the risk. It's not just having this one, but I will just try a few things like having collision here and then also use as a occluder. Probably if I'm just using as visibility, probably I need to have this one. I don't know about performance, just trying to have some information there about my grass, but since not working at all, so it's not giving me any information working on it, even having this one or that one. So there's nothing here about this. This one should be grass, but it's just being ignored. So let's check something like that. I'm just trying to check something for internet, something fast. Physical material for landscape, that's the thing that I'm just missing. Yes, it's not working, so I have found already a bug there that is not working, this end, so I will just leave this one for the moment until I can find a way to do that, because I was also using this physical material override for a few things and since not working for me, or I'm missing something probably, I don't know. So the thing is, working here is not working, but if I'm, for example, let's say using here, not using this material but using just this grass here, so let's see what is happening. If I walk on it, there's nothing because probably there is no collision here, so that's why there's nothing happening. Yeah, that's the problem for the grass, I don't have any collision, so I'm not expecting that this raycast is working, but should be because I'm using the visibility channel and not in the camera or things like that. So Um, no idea why this grass is not working, so I would like to have just those footsteps for grass. I have already sound, but seems not working, which is bad. So let me see what more we can do, because today is working quite bad. A lot of things that I'm trying is not working, so it is just bad. This icons, this is the sound for this one, this is fine. This is the accents, and what more do I have is this one for the sounds here, and then this one, and then widgets, and then it's here. So this one that I'm using is so small here, but it should be here in the middle. So this image time, this is cancel message, and I would like to have this one out of this. So I will add a panel, canvas panel here, and canvas panel, this one, just here, and this will be canvas panel cancel message. Message will use variable because I'm using to change this one. So what I need to do now is finding this one, so find reference just to see where I was just using this get. So hi horizontal message, and to be this cancel message, and not this, and then the other one is just assigning for this one. So canvas panel cancel message here, and I can use this canvas panel as container for my image or things like that. So this horizontal box will be inside of this one, which should be on the center, and of course this one was just moving there. So this is 300, and then size to content, so be 0, minus 350, because it's having 700, I think. So should be something in the middle, and this one should be 0, and the 0, and then 780, which is fine, but this one should be 700 and 700 here, and this is something like that. Okay, and this one is minus 350 to be in the middle, and this will be the anchor for center. This is fine, but in that case it should be at 01. So this is the minus 700. Because I'm doing that properly. This one needs to be this 0, this 700, this 300, this is fine. And I would like to have probably bigger one, and then it needs to be minus 250, and this will be in the middle. In that case, what I need, because I want to put here a big picture, so the thing is moving this one to the bottom a bit. So from the top it will be 200, probably is too much, so 150, and I think that this one needs to be bigger even. So this is 600, and now it's fine. Let me use 200, and then this is okay. In that case I can use let's hide this one because it's just messing This is the actions. Where are the actions? Actions. Yeah, so this picture I would like to have here in the middle, something bigger that I will be replacing later, so not this one, but I will use, as testing I was using this hound, so this one will be in this canvas horizontal here. So this one needs to be something in the middle, and I could use just horizontal box here. Yeah, I can use horizontal box also, and could be easier just to have this one and then adding a couple of this one is on here, this is the size, and just using a couple of spacer to have left and right to be there, and then this one spacer is just fill, and it's also, this is fill, and what I did also, this horizontal box should be using the wall size. So this is 700 we say, so this one should be also 700. Yeah, and then this one is also going to the center. This is center, this is one of the center also, and this is size 500 and what? Yeah, things like that, and then this one will be much bigger, not the one that I have already because I don't have this image at the moment, but just for testing, something big, and then this one should be also having this one, not really, and hey, it will be 200, which is fine, but then should be on top, and then is it not? Okay, so this one will be in the middle, and I will just check if this one is rotating, because I want to have here, I'm planning to have a clock that is moving during the time that I'm doing the animation. So for that I have here, for example, or just sitting in a bench could be enough. This is the same for waiting here. So this bench, let's just sit there and see what is happening with this new picture that I'm just adding. So here we will sit, and this one should be in the middle exactly. So that's the one that I want to use. Of course I will just change this image because it's just for testing, but that's the idea. It's just rotating during the process, that is something happening all the time. And then for example, if I'm just crafting something, should have exactly the same, I think. So this is just make this one, and here you have the same one. Or for example, if you are sleeping, we should have the same. Open this one, and then yeah, exactly the same. Yes, so that's the process for this image. That's why I was planning to have this one. That's it again here. Yeah, I need to probably fix the rotation initially for this one instead of just taking the last one, otherwise it's just being a bit wrong. But anyway, that's working, this animation, and I will just add here an image with a clock that is just rotating, something nice, and probably a combination of pictures, but this is not a problem because I can already use here a few different horizontal boxes, and then for example an image inside of another image or things like that. So this is fine. For the image here, and probably will have, I think I will do right now, it's just having two different pictures because I want one of them being like the clock, another one will be inside of the fair rotating. So here this is the one, let's say this is rotating already, so I would like to have another one which is not rotating. So for that I need a picture over that, and I think I will add here, this is a new picture that will be on top. Yes, so just add something, some picture for testing. Hey human, welcome back. Still working. Today I'm also doing longer, like half an hour more already than usual, and I will maybe take another 20-30 minutes, not much. In fact, it was quite bad. The streaming today, I was just trying a few things, everything was filing and not working, and then yeah, but at the moment it's fine. So I was working today this morning on sounds. I was adding a few sounds for a few accents, and now I'm just doing this just image for testing, but this is a clock here that will be rotating during the time that you are waiting or being able to cancel the action that you are taking care of. So this one will be image, let's say clock. I'll fix it, and I don't need this to be a variable, and I will take another picture here. Let me try to find something. First person, textures, something for the UI that I have. This coin could be fine just for testing. My question is, I need to have this one. It's 200 and 200 here. And probably the thing is, which one is that? This needs to be actually on center, and then just let me check. Yeah, this is, yeah, exactly, it needs to be on the top, which is fine. And what is this? From the button, so exactly, because I will use this image as having also some holes here, so you can see inside of that. And the idea is something like this one, with I was using with the menu for the time with the clock. So as you can see here, this is the clock that is in fact moving from button, and this image, if you check this image here, you can see that has here a hole if it's opening. So this is transparent. So the thing is, I put there just an image, and this image is moving around, and then you can see only this one. So it's kind of masking, but I don't really mask, it's just using this one as transparent. So I have the same idea, using clock with something transparent and something inside will be rotating. In that case I was using just this coin for testing, and then another one for the hand that is rotating here. So just being testing this one will be rotating the hand. We cannot see much because we don't have at the moment this one being transparent, but yeah, it's just easy to have this one. So you can see the hand is moving, and the idea is having something transparent there for the hand. So it will be working as clock there when I have nicer pictures, and this one will be working for all the actions that you have. So for example here, like making something, crafting, should have the same one. In that case I need to move because you cannot see what are you crafting, which is just yeah, that's a problem for that. And let me see also about the bed sleeping. I think we have exactly the same problem, that the icons there are just probably, well, I'm not sure about this, I need to check about this. about sleeping. What is this? My action manager. Well, not really. This is the HUD here. So let's hide this cancel message, and then we will do this action progress. Image icon. What's this one? Action progress. Okay, so that's why I'm using this for the action progress, plus I'm using this cancel message. So altogether, of course, I was not deciding about this. So this action progress, and this is the cancel message. So as you can see, they are of course overlapping because I didn't think about this. But in case that I'm using this one as a clock here, I should move this one to some place where it's easy to see which item you are crafting, and also some progress bar that I don't have yet, but also I will do. So this is the cancel message, and I need to think what to do with this one, because I would like to have probably the clock in the middle, and then I think that I will move on the top, just over. What is this? This is cancel message, and this is the what is this one? I lost. Object description, actions. No, this is not actions, and action progress. This one. So yeah, this action progress I will just move a bit to the top, I think. Something like that could be probably fine enough to have something like that. So let's see crafting, for example. About this item that you are crafting, you need to see this information also. So here, and then making this one, but it's not being displaced. Why not? Why not? I was just using this one. This is the action progress. This one is being used by crafting. Why not? Compile. Maybe just, you know, refresh all nodes in case that it's just in the cache. But should be. Or probably I don't have enough space on screen, so let's try full screen to see what's happening. Exactly, so this is full screen. This is fine, otherwise it's not having enough space. So yeah. So it's fine, it's fine. Let's try again. Yeah. Probably I will also use a bit smaller size. But I will just manage this one when I have the picture, the final picture for this action. So this will be fine. And then what more I need is this one is finished also, and this is the action manager on it, and I don't need this one. So probably I will do this one as a bit smaller because it's a bit, maybe it's too much. I don't know. I will just check when I have the final image here. This one's also there. This is the cancel message. That could probably a bit smaller. In that case, I need to have this one. This is always in the center, which is fine. Yeah, it's fine. I will leave at the moment. When I have this picture, I will see what's happening. Right now, hard to know what are you planning to use. So let me check what more I'm missing. This crafting, this grass, dialogues, the actions, and then sound, items. This one is down, this one is not down. this is also done. One of the things that I would like to do is, for example, for crafting, I don't have still the items. I have a problem with them. Not sure about when you are just working on farms, what are you producing? Because should be, for example, dry or wet or things like that, or onions, for example, but you probably want to produce seeds and then just reuse those seeds and not just the plant. In fact, there's no way for that. What another thing that I'm missing, which is bad, is just the menu. I have here this one, which is the tidiness, how tight the player is, and this one is just a widget, so I'm using this widget. But the thing is, I don't have enough space here, and I would like to put probably in another place. All those information is just for testing, so this one that you are seeing here, this panel debug, will not be here, just for testing. And the thing is, probably we'll move those missions to this space, and I will put here the skills tree that I don't have yet. And then about this, probably I will use bars here because I want to have a few of them, like this tidiness, but I would like to have also, for example, this what's the name, charisma, and probably a few things more. So that's why, what is this? I don't need this. I would like to have more space. That's just only one line, so in case that I'm using maybe here, or just moving there, or maybe having different format like this one, for the bar. In that case, this text probably will be an icon here, and then it's a bar, progress bar here, but I don't have enough space. This is one of the problems. Let me check more things, and yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, I think I will leave as it is right now, and I will just work in those pictures later, and then complete this one. I will check also about the physical materials that I was just trying to work today, but was not working for me, and probably also missing something in the I don't know. So I think I will finish here the streaming. If you have any question or you want to see something more now, or I will just start tomorrow again doing another streaming as usual. And I hope that I have most of the things finished. As you can see, there's almost everything done, so I really hope that the next week I will have the demo working. So if you have not been here before, or not being follower, or being just join Discord to know how to download the demo for the next week, and I will just create a key for you, just an account, because it will be closed demo. This is not alpha or beta, but just a small demo. So if you want to try what we have been doing already, so we have so far, just join Discord, and I will create an account for you. Okay. So I will leave here if you don't have any question, and I hope to see you tomorrow or the next time. Have a nice day, weekend, and see you tomorrow. Thank you for coming. Bye guys. Bye bye.